I think this series is different from your average autism story just because, well, first of all, the length and amount of stories that are going into it. We're covering families and their opinions and kind of their personal histories with autism. We're covering researchers and how they got involved in the field, what sort of evidence and things they've come up with to back up their own theories and opinions. We're covering laws, we're covering current cases, we're covering just about anything.
We're not only telling the story, but we're showing people how the story was put together, such as we made a blog for the story so we could get other people's input and we could post our own, the team could post their own things about the story, and we also have been getting a lot of different feedback from a lot of different people, and it's a really cool way that we're involving other people with our story.
They've been telling us what they want to eventually see as part of the series, what journalists get wrong usually in covering these types of stories, and they're helping us really kind of mold the story into what they want to see and what will be, a good report for us to put out.
For the series, we've traveled to Lexington, Kentucky, Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Missouri, Lawrence, Kansas, Kansas City, as well as so many different places just within our viewing area. Because in doing a series like this, we do want to make sure that we're covering as many sides as possible.
I hope that we can show people just what it's like in everyday life to have a child who has autism, and just show what families go through throughout the whole process, and like all of the different things they're trying to figure out what caused their child to be this way, or what caused their child to have autism in the first place. I really hope that maybe we can make some connections with possible reasons that their kid could have this, or just show them the different options of ways that they could treat it.
Ayub, well, we initially received an email from someone saying that he might be a good person to talk to, and our main reason for kind of pursuing him as a source was we thought he was a pretty good middle of the road type interviewee. He's done a lot of private research on his own. He's never received any funding for it.
It was really interesting to see how different the families react to the kids, and just all the love that they show and all the affection they give towards their children, how patient they are. It was just very interesting to see the different degrees of autistic children.
What I think is really great about our series is we're covering alternative methods, and you really don't see that a lot. So I think it's really great that we are, shedding some light on the alternative treatment.
That's something new that we were trying to incorporate into this series is an adult, because the more research we did, we kept finding that adults really aren't covered. This is considered a childhood illness. So once we found Jeremy and his mom and his whole family, we got to interview them and see what a high-functioning adult is like, what an adult is like in the workforce, sort of the real world. Jeremy, encompasses all of that.
I've learned so much from doing the series, just from being on this team for the series. I've learned from interviews to how many hours it takes to do a series of this scale, to the meetings, sort of the inner workings of the series. It's been a really good experience for me. I can't wait to share it with other people.